Geopolitical uncertainty again overshadows market sentiment, so the New York session is going to be gloomy on Tuesday. Wall Street opened in August with the hesitation, sluggish trading and losses. The major stock indexes closed with the minor changes on Monday. The Dow Jones dipped 0.14%, the Nasdaq inched down 0.18%, and the S&P500 shed 0.28% to close at 4,118 points. All three benchmark indexes traded in the red in the New York pre-market. Analysts foresee the same gloomy market for the rest of the week, and the S&P 500 is expected to trade in the corridor between 3,980 and 4,100 points. Wall Street indexes declined on Monday as investors were mulling over the prospects of a reversal in the Fed's rhetoric, the extent of a technical recession in the United States, and of fresh macroeconomic data. The ISM manufacturing PMI showed that factory activity slowed down less than expected. The report also revealed that demand was getting back on track. The measure of prices paid by factories for resources tumbled to the lowest level in 2 years. These factors suggest that inflation could have reached its peak. The ISM manufacturing PMI fell to 52.8 last month, the lowest level since June 2020, when the sector was exciting the COVID-driven crisis. The index was at 53 points in June. Readings above 50 indicate expansion in production, which accounts for 11.9% of the US economic output. For the time being, investors are speculating on the extent of the recession and the prospects of economic recovery. Katie Wood from ARK Invest insisted that the US is going through a recession. In contrast, the Bank of America reckons that it's too early to acknowledge a recession and to say that Wall Street has reached its bottom. Global uncertainty has escalated amid the visit of Nancy Pelosi to Taiwan. Indeed, the global stock market is overwhelmed by anxiety. The news on this visit was affected stocks of chips manufacturers who heavily depend on China, so shares of Qualcomm, Intel, Advanced Micro Devices and Nvidia have lost from 1.3% to 2%. As for the season of quarterly reports, investors have got to know financial results for the second quarter and the forecast of Maersk, Uber Technologies and Caterpillar. Among other news, market participants are alert to corporate reports by AMD, S&P Global, PayPal and Starbucks Corporated that will be released tonight. The economic calendar reminds us about the JOLTS job openings report today. After a sell-off yesterday, the US dollar perked up today for the obvious reason, geopolitics. The intraday corridor for its index is between 105.3 and 106.3. Safe haven assets again win in favor with investors. The Japanese yen has gained 0.55% to 130.80 against the greenback. The US dollar index has inched up 0.15% to 106.50. The greenback finds it more difficult to grow because the United States is directly involved in the ongoing jitters with China. News agencies reported that Speaker of the House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi was expected to visit Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen in Taipei on a Tuesday. The White House has not confirmed the rumored official visit yet, saying that the speaker has the right for the negotiations. The United States said that China's threat would be to no avail in case Nancy Pelosi lands on the self-governing island claimed by Beijing. Earlier, China strongly opposed the visit. According to media reports, Chinese jet fighters approached the edge of the median line between Taiwan and mainland China. The relations between the two largest global economies have never been smooth. However, the official visit by Pelosi, China's critic, looks like an alarm to markets. And in this context, investors are shifting focus towards safe haven assets. The USD CAD pair opened higher today as the US dollar is asserting strength again. The currency pair came to a half at the moment of recording this video. The expected intraday corridor is defined between 1.2790 and 1.2880. The upside is limited as the US dollar is gaining ground moderately. Besides, the loonie is showing resilience amid the bullish momentum in oil prices. Energy investors are again whining on a global oil shortage against low demand. Oil prices are gaining ground cautiously today, following a 4% slump on a Monday. Brent futures recovered to $100 a barrel, and WTI climbed to $93.60 a barrel. Both benchmark rates dipped in the American pre-market. Apart from global anxiety, oil investors are sitting on the sidelines of the OPEC Plus summit. Its decisions will be announced on Wednesday. As for the crypto market, it has been hurt by global risk aversion. 40-day correlation between Bitcoin and the high-tech exposed Nasdaq is now measured at 0.90 versus 0.41 in January. The one score means that the assets trade perfectly in sync. Like the Nasdaq, Bitcoin is trading lower. The digital token failed to settle above 23,000. It's now hovering at around the next meaningful level of $22,800. If the crypto cannot stay at this level, it will head towards 22,000. Otherwise, the flagship token will try to climb to $23,200. Other crypto assets are following the downward trajectory. Ethereum lost 2.55%, heading to $1,500. The news on the crypto market discourages investors, and US-based crypto firm Nomad suffered theft of coins worth $190 million. Nomad tweeted that the investigation had been underway, though avoiding any details. The U.S. Security and Exchange Commission sued 11 individuals for their participation in the alleged Ponzi scheme that posed more than $300 million. On a Monday, the watchdog filed a lawsuit against the foresee blockchain platform. The company claimed that it was a decentralized platform of smart contracts. However, the Securities and Exchange Commission detected that foresee have been acting as a common Ponzi scheme for more than 2 years, and with such dismal news, the crypto market will hardly revive today. To sum up, geopolitical uncertainty is making an impact on market sentiment and quotes. Trade prudently with the InstaForex, and see you tomorrow.